Men of Reddit, what are some things your SO does that makes your heart melt? My favorite thing in the world is to watch a movie on a Friday evening with a few decent beers, knowing full well that she will fall asleep with her head on my lap about 5 minutes in. Occasionally, she'll wake up, ask a weirdly specific question about the movie, and then doze off again. I do this. It's because I don't want my husband to know I'm asleep, because then he'll stop the movie and we'll go to bed even though he's not tired. I also am really good at pretending I'm awake in the morning when he wakes me up. I'll have full-on, completely aware conversations, and then the moment he goes to take a shower or goes downstairs, I'm right back to sleep. I don't mean to, but I usually end up staying up way later than him, and all my brain can do is plot ways to stay in bed. I did a half marathon a few weeks back, didn't train enough, and I'm fairly overweight. Told my wife that I'll be happy to hit 16 kilometers. She appeared at the 10-kilometer mark with our 8-week-old daughter, and then at 12-kilometer mark, 14, 16, and 18. Each time I felt like giving up, I remembered she could be around the corner and didn't want to let her down. It felt amazing. I mean, she's running faster than you while holding a baby? That's gotta be demoralizing. One of the early nights we were sleeping together, and I was spooning her. I rolled over, and she rolled over with me, and I was Little Spoon. That was the moment I knew. Oh man, Little Spoon is the best! My wife will do that some mornings and do gentle little humping movements. A, yeah, fair enough, I know I do that. B, you know what? It feels kinda nice. Every night I leave her house, she stands on her porch and watches me go to my car to make sure I don't get murdered. You know what? It seems silly, but I had a long relationship previous to my current one, and the previous never looked back at me or waved when one of us would leave, and it always kind of bothered me for some reason. My now girlfriend, who is amazing, always waves and smiles when one of us leaves. It's the little things. On some mornings where I wake up before she does, and I'll check my phone or something, she will barely wake up just enough to turn over, grab my arm, and roll back over so that I'm cuddling her again, and then fall back asleep, and it makes me so happy, and I just love her so much. When I fall asleep, she'll periodically kiss my cheek or forehead. I sometimes fake falling asleep for this. That is so sweet! Flip side, sometimes when my boyfriend sleeps, I'll give him a little kiss on the lips, and in his sleep he'll pucker his lips to give me a little kiss back, and he smiles. He doesn't remember this when he wakes up, but it's still super cute. My girlfriend used to do that a lot, but if she kisses me on the lips when I'm asleep, it wakes me up and makes me jump real quick. She'll do the forehead and cheek kisses though. Those don't make me jump. When I have late meetings, she turns on one specific set of lights underneath the cabinets in the kitchen. We never really use them otherwise, but they're perfect to come into the house so it's not too dark or too bright. For some reason, I just really appreciate the gesture. She likes talking about the weather. Who likes that? But I find it so adorable, and I love humoring her. By the way, it's 81 outside. It's going to be bright and shiny all day. Ha! I do the same, especially when he's away on business. Weather.com is my homepage, just in case a freak thunderstorm is coming. I'll also give him a traffic report when he's driving. He humors me, even though I know he doesn't actually care. When she comes back from a trip, she always has some small gifts for me. No matter how small, it always lights me up that she thought of me. For my birthday, while I was overseas, she made a 50 Things I Love About You notebook and read it to me over video chat. I have never felt more loved. It was hard to hold the tears back until after we hung up. That's damn corny. Whips out pen and notebook. Occasionally, whenever I've got my mind on something or am busying myself with some task, she'll stand in front of me as if it's purely coincidental and then move to remain in my way until my attention shifts back to her. It always makes me laugh and reminds me that she is totally willing to derail my train of thought so that I'll pay attention to her. I know this sounds incredibly needy, but it's all in the context of her knowing when I'm stressed and need a laugh break. That's so sweet. You gotta love a girl willing to make you smile. She hasn't realized yet that most of the stuff that we watch are comedies, stand-ups, or have comedy elements, because every time she laughs hard out loud, it's the best sound in this entire world. I'm never going to tell her either, so that way it'll always be genuine when she does that. I have a really loud laugh, and it's easy for me to get breathless laughing. I hope someone likes my laugh too, like you love your wife's. She works early, so she's usually asleep much earlier than me. While I'm up laying next to her playing Xbox or something, she always has to have an arm or leg or something wrapped around me, and occasionally pulls me in and will jokingly say something like, "Stop trying to leave me." Seems like something pretty small, but I absolutely live for it. 1. I'm a lot taller than my wife, so what she does is come up to me, hugs me around my waist, and rests her chin on my chest, looking up at me with big brown eyes, and I am powerless. She does this knowing I know it's the power manipulative move. I fall for it every time. It's been 16 years, and that thing still works as well as the first day. 2. She cannot fall asleep unless she is lying on my chest, and it's gotten to the point that when I or she travels, I struggle to fall asleep because she is not snuggled up against me with her head on my chest. Sometimes she drools. Don't let on I told anyone. And 3. We will just be around each other, at home, out and about, whatever, but every so often, with no prompting, she will just look at me and go, "I love you." I could probably go on for hours. She is so adorable. This made me smile so wide. Consider my heart melted. Every now and then we'll be laying in bed, and out of the blue she'll ask me if I know this song, and she looks me in the eye and starts humming. It sounds the same every time. Pause, pause, long pause, no words, no melody. But she looks me in the eye, trying so hard to get me to figure out what song it is. So she makes me keep guessing. We have known each other since we were 10 years old, and I have not once been able to guess what song she is thinking of. It does remind me that I still have the same crush on her as I did the first day I met her, and told her I was going to marry her one day. I love you, Dottie. This is really cute. It sounds like something that had come from a movie. Several come to mind, but my corny dad jokes make my wife laugh so hard. Talking about hot dog toppings, a friend said he likes his hot dogs naked. I said that's cool, but he should put some clothes on next time. Low-hanging fruit if you ask me, but she lost her control. I just watch her laugh and it fills my heart with joy. So my SO cries very easily. A sad comic about a dog dying, and then asking Death if he was a good boy, only to be told he was the best boy. She cries. Those sad for just a penny a day commercials, she cries without a doubt. I love that she is in tune with emotions so damn much. But the thing that melts my heart the most is that when these cries start, she'll look up and tilt her head back and go, "Ah, no, I'm gonna cry," as her eyes well up with tears, and it's ridiculously adorable. I have no clue why. For some reason, she thinks I'm hilarious. I'll be telling her a simple story and she'll be tearing up, holding to her sides, I suspect even peeing a little. I like how she laughs too, a hearty laugh that echoes through the house. You probably have a very expressive voice. Like the funniest my husband ever said was, "Wife, is shampoo is for your hair?" It's lame, but it had me down for days because of the silly voice he used. So my guess would be that you create a great atmosphere by putting a lot of emotion and enthusiasm in your voice. She cares for our kids. She was told that she would never have kids, and she couldn't shake that idea. She met me after 2 failed marriages. We didn't think it would go far, but here we are, about to celebrate our 6th anniversary with 2 boys. She really takes parenting seriously, and for that, I go from dad to sitting on the couch with a tub of ice cream watching The Notebook mode real fast. I'm proud of her, and I love our boys. How physically affectionate she is with me. She's just a very touchy-feely person. Cuddling up on me is default. Even like, say the other day, monthly finances meeting at the kitchen table, papers and calculators and computers. When she left the room to put the child that fell asleep on her on the couch, her hand brushed over my neck and shoulders. Coming back, there was more contact, simple things like that. The other thing is seeing her be a good mother. I can't put that one into words so much, but that's a big heart melter. It just is. Another is seeing her sincerity in serving me, which is, of course, reciprocal, or one tries to be, offering me things, a massage, food and drink, bath, etc., bringing me whatever, helping me with things like my job, making herself available to me. She's trying hard to be a good wife, and I see it. I try to serve her as best as I can too, in similar ways. Amen. Little things like grabbing my hand when walking, or stroking the back of my head while sitting next to each other, or just turning and kissing me for no real reason, makes me feel so incredibly good. Being in such a relationship sounds beautiful. I'm sure you already do this, but letting her know how much you appreciate such things should be a heart melter for her too, yes? I don't know why I'm compelled to wish you a long life to enjoy a happy marriage, but I am, and I will. So I sincerely wish you all the best with your wonderful wife, and hope that you'll have many memories to share with her and your kids. Turn sentimentality tab off. My SO is quite a bit smaller than me, 6'3" and 5'3", and she loves being picked up and carried around. She can pretty much climb right up to me without me even helping her. Once she gets herself up there and I put my arms around her to support her, she always makes this really adorable sigh of contentment and hugs me back really tightly. She's so adorable. I love her. I love my wife's compassion for animals. The other day we were driving from the lake when we spotted a turtle in the middle of the road. My wife made me pull over the car so we could take it back to the water and it wouldn't get hit. Are you sure it was a turtle, not a tortoise? Yes. My wife loves reptiles and knows a lot about identifying them. It was a painted turtle, and we put it by the water's edge, and it took off into the water gracefully.